Clinical language that just doesn't sit right or feel okay for you. Hi, I'm Jenna, and I set boundaries and help you protect your peace without feeling the guilt. Now, today we're going to talk about the clinical language that is often used, not just by doctors, but by the people around us. And often people do this because it keeps them comfortable. And what they don't maybe always realise is how deeply unsettling, disconcerting, and uncomfortable that can be for those of us who want to humanise the experience a bit more. Now, I don't speak for all women who have lost babies. Some mothers are more than happy or content with all the clinical language and they don't mind the use of the word embryos and fetus and talking in gestations and miscarriage and ectopic or partial molar pregnancy and talking about the experience and the language surrounding that. Some people do prefer clinical terms and it helps them grieve. I'm not here to dispute that. But I am here to reach out to those of you that really do feel like that's quite a dehumanizing experience. Because using the language like they're my baby or saying their name honors the connection that you had, that you felt, because you weren't able to display that in life and show people just how much you loved your child because you were never presented with that opportunity. So for those of us that want to grieve in a way that allows their voices to be heard, even though their little feet are not here, it's important to us. And in that, someone uses language that feels very clinical, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your miscarriage. And I would say it was actually, I would prefer if you refer to it as my baby. I lost my baby. I didn't miscarry anything. I lost my baby. Because words matter. And miscarriage feels like a terrible word to me. I've never liked it. Fetus, embryo, that sort of edges towards the gestation of babies as well. And again, that gives people the allowance to decide how loud you're allowed to grieve based on how far along you were. I've known mothers to be so deeply devastated by the crushing experience and the harrowing, life-threatening experience that is ectopic pregnancy. And in those cases, some of those pregnancies reach a mere 7 weeks or less. And there is an immediate threat to life with a situation like that. But they still want their baby to be referred to as a baby. And I see you and I hear you and I respect your choice, no matter what choice that is. Protect your peace. Your body remembers.